First, the new twist in Ohio's abortion battle. Lawmakers now considering a bill that would go just about as far as any abortion law in the country since Roe v. Wade.
The bill would not only essentially make abortion illegal in Ohio, but would also require doctors to perform a medical procedure to save some pregnancies that doctors say isn't even possible.
Now, we talked a little bit about this yesterday. News 5's John Kosick now here with a closer look.
It's a headline grabber for sure. The Ohio legislature looking to go all in when it comes to not only essentially banning abortion, but charging the doctors who perform them with what they call abortion murder. Ohio House Bill 413 is 723 pages and is catching international attention as it would make it possible to charge doctors who end pregnancies with abortion murder, facing 15 years to life in prison unless the mother's life was in danger, or in certain aggravated cases, punishable by death.
I think it makes Ohio look extreme and foolish.
Case Western's Jesse Hill specializes in constitutional law and reproductive rights.
It is extremely unusual for a law to go, that's purported to be a pro-life measure, to go this far and to threaten people with the death penalty for seeking a health care procedure.
HB 413 would also require doctors to try to save ectopic pregnancies, where the pregnancy is growing outside of the uterus, by reimplanting the fetus in the uterus, something even pro-life OBGYNs argue isn't medically possible.
You can't find a single medical expert to support the idea that there is this treatment, a viable treatment that is described in the bill.
When Governor Mike DeWine signed the heartbeat abortion bill into law in April, he did so knowing that the measure would be challenged in the courts, as it immediately was.
Have a vehicle for the United States Supreme Court, so that should it be ready to do so, it could revisit some of its prior rulings.
Specifically Roe v. Wade, the 1973 decision that legalized abortion across the country. Ohio, one of several states with cases seeking to challenge Roe, a move the pro-life groups feel faces greater odds once Justice Brett Kavanaugh was seated. All of this playing out as we roll into 2020.
We have a big chunk of our electorate on both sides that vote on that issue alone, and they could agree with you on 99% of the other issues. But if you differ from them on the issue of abortion, you will never get their vote.
When we reached out to the two sponsors of the bill, both from Southwest Ohio, neither got back to us. Governor Mike DeWine has not taken a position on whether he would sign the bill into law if it was passed. Ohio's heartbeat law, meanwhile, still remains held up in the courts. John Kosick, News 5.